women, but the most important goddesses were black. Not just for the African now, in the civilization of the Greek. The Greek was so profoundly affected by the Africans that the goddess of chastity was a black woman, Artemis. The goddess of wisdom was a black woman, Minerva. The goddess of beauty was a black woman, Diana. And many of their great mythological figures which were critical to the vision of history, the history of the Greeks in the Odyssey. The woman who draws, who has the power to draw Odysseus and all his crew into her, is Circe, who is represented as a black woman with African features on the Greek vases. The woman who helps Jason win the golden fleece is a black woman, Medea. The woman who marries Perseus, the Greek hero.
What is a lion without his pride? What is a whale without his pod? What is a monkey without his troop? What is a wolf without his pack? The answer is very simple. They are the same thing that a human being is without a tribe. Pray.
Habaragani, Bombskin & Co. is the true definition of self-care, self-love, and repeat. We are what we create in this life. Bombskin & Co. chooses to create something innovative and unforgettable. Check out our website for more information.
Spirit Over Flesh LLC is a wellness-based business where we heal through words. I'm Tiandra. I'm the founding servant leader. It is a Black-owned, woman-owned business that was founded in Ohio, but that can serve the world. Through virtual sessions, either by phone or video conference, we have a conversation. We always start with a 15-minute consult where we just make sure that I learn a little bit about you, you learn some about me, and then we schedule some time to be intentional about your wellness journey. During the time, it's about education and empowerment. You are your own best doctor from within. So I'm literally someone who is just intentional in the space and drawing questions out of you to get you further on your wellness journey. Sessions are typically starting at $80, but if you mention Kwanzaa 2020, we're gonna go ahead and take 20% off. It's about getting you well so that we can be well, right? Kujichagulia and Ujamaa, collective responsibility. So grateful for the opportunity to support you in your wellness journey. If you're interested, go to my website, spiritoverfleshllc.com. There's a button that says Let's Connect. Fill out the form and I'll get right back to you. Again, that's spiritoverfleshllc.com. I look forward to supporting you in your wellness journey and healing through words.
Are you heading out of town or have a special occasion? What about birthdays, anniversaries, or reunions? Get the best deals and inexpensive rental car rates, midsize sedans, compact cars, and more. We have a variety of fleet vehicles to accommodate any and all of your rental car needs. Make a reservation today at your local budget rental car on Hamilton Road in Whitehall. Call 614-863-7500.
Happy Kwanzaa. I'm Carla, and my sister Karen and I own Two Natural Sisters. We've been in business for 5 years, and we sell a line of natural bath, body, and candle products. Let's take a look. Follow us on social media, Facebook and Instagram, at Two Natural Sisters. All items that are in stock will be shipped within 24 to 48 hours. As a promotional item, we offer a CD of Black romantic poetry of self-love and coupled love, and 50% discount on Sister Locks, Brother Locks by consultant Sapphire Donetta Mahadi. If you have any questions, you can reach us at customercare@twonaturalsisters.com. Enjoy and happy Kwanzaa.
What's going on? My name is Doe. I am the owner and creator of Madeline Gin. Madeline Gin is best described as a celebratory art experience that exudes hella blackness. Initially, the company was founded to provide a luxurious but affordable art experience, and it's since transformed itself into something a bit more spiritual. By walking in what I believe to be my truth, I've been able to get in contact with my ancestors and use my platform and my art, my gift, to tell their untold stories. I do that by using different textures, by utilizing different mediums, colors, and just making things pop out so that it's open for interpretation. I love creating, and I can't wait to be of service to you. Thank you.
I am a genius. My ancestors were geniuses. My ancestors have made me a genius in all that I think, say, and do. I must declare myself a genius. I am a genius. Whenever I am myself, I practice my geniusness and do great things. All my thoughts, choices, and deeds must express my geniusness.
I am a genius. My decisions must always be in the best interest of myself, my family, my people, and my God. Only then will I and everyone I know that I am a genius.
I am a genius. At all times, my geniusness must reflect my culture. My geniusness must serve my God. My geniusness must make me be one in love and harmony with my family. My geniusness must protect my people. Yes, at all times I must demonstrate excellence because I am a genius.
The Purpose Driven Society is a Black-owned, woman-owned business local to Columbus who creates accessories that have intentional messaging. Our specialty are buttons. Buttons can be worn anywhere, on a shirt, on a book bag, on a hat. The beautiful thing about buttons is that you can change them and switch it up depending on your mood or the day. For Election Day, we wore a very intentional button. On my book bag, my student's book bag, it says, "You are already intelligent, educate yourself." Buttons are empowering with the messages that we create. Again, we do them very intentionally. At the Purpose Driven Society, we're minding our Black-owned business and hope that you'll help mind ours too by doing business with us. Our buttons go for $3 for one, $5 for two, $7 for three. But if you mention Kwanzaa 2020, we're doing a special where you'll get an assortment of buttons for just $20, and we'll ship anywhere in the country. So again, that's the Purpose Driven Society. We can be reached at thepurposedrivensociety@outlook.com. Send us an email, and we will put together a very intentional bag of buttons for you and ship it straight to your home. Happy Kwanzaa. Thanks for doing business with us.
Peace, family. Yo, thank you for joining us. Right? And I'm thrilled to announce the fact that we are now releasing our first free e-course. Come and learn about Ujamaa journey, see some of the stuff we do. Come and join the tribe. Tribe up with us and check out the free e-course. We'll make sure that the URL pop up right about here. And it'll probably be somewhere in here. Check us out, family, because we are building. Come and learn about Ujamaa journey, and let's build together.
Grab your glasses, family. It's time for us to get started. I'm so excited. Sitting up here, Kid Magic. This is Kid Magic Rock. Shots out. Here we go.
Drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water.
Take your breath.
Take your breath and drink some water.
Take your breath.
Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, breathe, breathe, then drink.
Take a breath. Take your breath.
Now, grab your glass for some water.
Grab your glass.
Lift your pitcher of that water.
Or bottle.
Get that pitcher of that water. Simply pour some water. Drink, 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 drink.
Drink your
or should
water.
I say, lift, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink some water.
Move your body.
Move your body and drink some water.
Move your body.
Move your body and drink some water. Bam. Just move your body. Drink, 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 drink.
Drink your
or should
water.
I say, move, then drink.
Move your body. Move your body.
Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink, 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 or should I say, raise, toast, then drink. Take your breath and drink some water.
Take your breath.
Lift and pour yourself some water.
Pour.
Move your body, drink some water.
Move it.
Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. But remember to stay healthy. Remember the four pillars. Breathe, drink, eat, move. Drink half your weight in ounces.
Eat a culturally appropriate diet.
Behave. Take your breath.
Come on.
Lift and pour.
You can do it.
Move your body.
Come on. Come on.
Toast your ancestors. Drink up.
Come on. Drink it. Drink it. Drink it. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Drink it. Lift it. Drink it. Come on. Drink that health in.
Drink. 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 Drink.
Drink your water.
Take your breath.
Take your breath. Take your breath.
Lift and pour.
Lift it.
Move your body.
Come on. Come on.
Toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Drink, 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 drink.
Come on. Come on.
Drink your water. Take your breath. Lift and pour.
Come on, pour it.
Move your body.
Cool. Stay healthy, family. Come on.
Toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink.
What?
Drink your water. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water.
Oh, family, I'm feeling so much better today. And man, let me tell you something. I had to come home yesterday because I was feeling, oh my God, I was off. Like, so, and it's like when I start feeling sick, I don't really, it's not really, how can I put it? You be off for me, right? So, you know, my nose felt kind of funny. My head was kind of light. I'm like, what the hell is going on with me? I'm making mistakes. I'm sitting at the office making mistakes that I usually wouldn't make, you know, because like, you know, with entering data and stuff like that, or just doing basic stuff that I usually do, I'm making crazy ass mistakes. I said, I better go home. You know, I went home, so I basically did what I could do from home, and I rested. But I'm saying that to say this. I don't know if they did Blunt Talk. I gotta go back and see if we did Blunt Talk. When we go through the news, we'll see. Hopefully they did it. But I had to do what one of my elders told me. I got an Elder Preston told me when I said talk with him. He said one of the ways to stay healthy is tracking what you do. You know, because he talk a lot about hunting and stuff like that and tracking. It says it's sort of like hunting. You know what I'm saying? You backtrack what you did and look at what you did different. Right? And I had to backtrack what I did on Kujichagulia. And let me tell you what happened on Kujichagulia. Y'all know my vehicle was broke down, so I got to ride up to the car place. I made it just in time, paid for the car. And I thought about it. So my wife made a request, so I went to the African store, right, on Cleveland Avenue. They got them, they're all over the city, right? When our Ghanaian brothers and sisters and Nigerian brothers and sisters come here, they start establishing a place where they can start getting their staples. She wanted me to get some Cheeto, right? A special brand of Cheeto that only this shop makes. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, or maybe this one, but you only can get these at these shops. So I stopped and you know, I call, and now I find out I gotta get 2 of these bottles. So I'm like, oh, this shit is expensive. Hold on. Hey. So I walked back past the cooler, and in the cooler, they had Guinness Stout, straight from Ghana, foreign stout, right? Straight from the Ghana plant. I said, ooh, let me get 2 of these. So I brought them home, Yes, I did. Brought them home. Said, okay, I got to do my show. So I sat down and I drunk them, right? And they knocked me on my ass. Now, let me say how they knocked me on my ass. The alcohol content didn't knock me on my ass. It's some of the other ingredients in there that, because the foreign style is a little bit different, it knocked me on my ass. So the next day, I was up and I was discombobulated. I wasn't drunk. You know what I'm saying? I'm mad too, because I'm like, damn, if I'm going to have after effects, I at least need to be able to have the fore effects. You know what I'm saying? If I'm going to have the after effects, I want the fore effects. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get it. Shouldn't have been like, God damn it. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I got to cut out the foreign style, unless I'm in a foreign country, right? Because, like, one of the things that really made me fall in love with Guinness was, like, I could get Guinness wherever I was, right? In whatever country or whatever. Not that I'm I travel, you know what I'm saying? But not like some of y'all, right? And Guinness has a different tinge, I guess I could say, a different effect in every place that I went. Right? Even some different pubs around here, the way they treat their Guinness, really, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, so in Ghana, the Guinness was a little bit heavier and bittersweet. Here, the Guinness is kind of watery. You know what I'm saying? Is not, how can I put it? It's not a bad taste. Not that any beer is good, but it's not bad tasting for a beer, but it's very bland. When I was in Ghana, the Guinness had more of a flavor. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know whether that's climate. I don't know whether that's because of where they make it. I don't know. But whatever it was that I had I'm not buying that shit no more. You know what I'm saying? I love Guinness, but I'm not getting that anymore. Because I had to track down what knocked me on my ass. Because I got to be very clear about that. At 30, I didn't have to worry about that. At 40, I'm worried about a little bit. At 53, I'm like, okay. All right, we ain't going through that shit again. I can't afford to be, you know what I'm saying? A centimeter for a man, you know what I'm saying, is a major thing. Being a centimeter off for a man is a major thing. You know what I'm saying? Especially an older man, because I don't have as many chances as younger people, right? I mean, because unfortunately, like I said, being somebody that came out of warrior piece, you know what I'm saying, and being a warrior, right? A half inch could make a major difference in a battle. A centimeter could make a major difference in a battle where a blow land or a bullet fall. You know what I'm saying? A centimeter or being off, you know what I'm saying, on a day when you are supposed to do battle. On every day on an adventure, I have to be prepared and be at my best to do what I need to do. So I can't afford to introduce things that's going to throw me off, right? And then on top of that, it's a possibility that I could be placing the blame on the wrong thing, but it's still cool. And that Guinness is not gonna die because I don't get it. That store's gonna be all right because my wife gonna keep on buying Cheetos, other things I can buy at the store. But also because of the regimen that I started, like with the Super Cleanser, the Biome Medic, the Aminos 23, the drink, you know what I'm saying, and all the stuff that I'm taking. My body and me trying to cut down on some food or cut down on meals right now because I'm moving towards my fast, is a good possibility that my body is purging. It's starting to purge itself, right? And I don't want to get in the way of that process. Don't want to get in the way of that process at all. Because we're going to fast in a whole different, I'm fasting modernly this time, Because, last few years, Navita been kind of mean with she been mean with the memes on Brother High Tim on his fast. And, I'm on fast, but it's going to be a little bit different. Like I told y'all, I figured out how to get the broths. I got broths, super nutritionist nutritious broths. I got the drinks. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Right now, I'm doing the Purium berry mix. You know what I'm saying? I got the ambrosia. You know what I'm saying? So the first week and the last week, I'm going to be bombarding my body with nutritious stuff and cleansers, right? So I'm gonna be taking pills. Y'all gonna see me taking pills and stuff like that, except for the middle 7 days. That's pure water, and one of those days we going totally dry, right? And I'm taking that whole. I'm gonna end up taking that whole time. Matter of fact, I need to put in for my vacation because I don't want to have anything else on my mind except allowing my body to start throwing that stuff out, because I want to be done by Juneteenth so that we can have a good time, a real good time. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to be healthy, wealthy, and wise. Yes, yes, y'all. So let's go and let's get this toast popping. I know I'm sitting up here drinking coffee. I know y'all like, that's how you know you're getting old. Wake up, smell that coffee, and be like, let's get it. All right. So we're going to go and we're going to have us some original, fresh batch, y'all. Yep. Doing it like, speaking of that, let me check something real quick. Give me a second, family. So I had to check my caps because I use corks, and you know when this stuff is active, it'll start popping corks. And one of the things that I had to prevent that was that we had a refrigerator put out into the garage, right? That was supposed to be mine, right? This was part of the deal. We get a new refrigerator. The old refrigerator goes outside, and it was to be mine, right? I mean, because this was the selling point. You know, we need more space. We need a refrigerator that's just got a few cubic inches. It got a bigger freezer, and there's more room where we could put all the stuff in there, and we could take this refrigerator and you could put your ambrosia in that refrigerator. I said, well, that sounds good. I like that. I like that idea. That's sound like a brilliant idea. You know what I'm saying? Right? I go to put my damn ambrosia in that refrigerator. Ain't room for shit. I'm sitting up here like, women, god damn. You got me on the con. You got me on the con. I just want a place where I can keep my ambrosia cool. You know what I'm saying? Keep it fresher longer. Slow down the process just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Ain't got room for shit. And then got to have an argument about just getting the refrigerator. I just want what's mine. That's it. Right? Am I being unreasonable? If I'm being unreasonable, put it in the chat. Am I being unreasonable? Just asking. Right? I just want what's mine. It was put out there for me. Right? I should at least be able to put at least 8 to 10 bottles of ambrosia, gallons of ambrosia in the refrigerator. There's enough room. If we didn't have all this food, like we hoarding food, you know what I'm saying? Can I cut down the freezer? But no, we need the. I thought we got the bigger freezer so that no, you didn't hear that right. I heard it right. You didn't say it right. But anyway, enough of the problems of Brother Hot Tim. And let's get straight to the toast. I want to thank all those that's taking the time to join us. And I want to remind you that you are now standing in the congregation of the mighty, the home of the stubborn minority, the place where your hustle builds muscle. This is Ujamaa Journey Media. I know y'all say, how do you be yelling in your house like that early in the morning? Well, I'm down in the black cave, right? Can't hear me. Well, of course, this is a Heart of a Simple production, and this is the Daily Toast. And of course, this is a Heart of a Simple production. Where we strive to blow up your old paradigm. I had a compliment maybe within the last 2 weeks, brother, that I've known him since I was young, and he came to the school and he said, "Brother, I just wanted to tell you that it was really inspiring." He like, "Brother, one of the things that I learned from watching you when I get a chance to watch you is that when you turn on that camera, you are go. It don't matter whether you got 0 or 100 people." And he said, and I got the lesson out of that, and I appreciate you for that. I said, well, he said, because when you commit to doing something, you got to be committed to do it, and you got to go, regardless, right? I got to go regardless, right? I was speaking to one of my elders last night, Baba Dolly, right? He, and like I said, he called me to give me some encouragement too. I know he don't necessarily tune in, but I know if he could, he would, but he called to give me encouragement, let me know that he loved me, and I'm like, yeah, and that type of stuff, just that those little things, those little things, because I be running around, I be forgetting, and I just be trying, because my mind, like I said in one of my videos, or I actually stole that from Jay-Z, my mind is like a flower in bloom. I'm constantly trying to look at how I could do some things better. You know what I'm saying? Because this part right here, I got this part, right? The part that I'm trying to work on now is how do we not that I need a lot of people, but how do we expand the message? How do we expand? Because our tribe is out there. It's people out there looking for something like the Daily Toast, right? They might not even know it, right? So how do I get this in front of the right audience? How do I identify that audience, right? Do I have the tools? Do I have the classes? Do I have the books and the ebooks to plug people into, right? That might be interested in what we're doing here at Ujamaa Journey. If somebody in Alabama want to build a tribe, right? If they want to build what we have here, right? And be in partnership with us in some form or fashion, do we have what they need so they could do it? If they want to do it in Cleveland, if they want to do it, you know what I'm saying, wherever they are, do we have the tools to help individuals build, right? And can we provide them with value, and can we provide them with the services, right? And can we make sure that they know that the services are available? So I'm constantly trying to figure that out, and I'm trying to constantly figure out how to create better content. And I'm getting more into the editing side of it. I'm getting more into, because I got to make sure Cleve don't lose his touch, because, he ain't doing nothing but playing games. So I'm trying to work on getting him to really understand where we're trying to take this. But anyway, without any further ado, let's go on and let's get ready. You ready, Anime? Anime ready. She ready. All right. So first off, we're going to lift up our glass. We're going to salute the creator by whatever name you choose to call that creator. We lift up our glass. And with that, we say, Ashe. Thank you, Anthony. From there, we move to the next level. Family, we're going to salute our personal ancestors as we do every day, and we have been doing for the last 5 years every day. Now, we were saluting ancestors before that, but we wasn't saluting, some of us wasn't saluting every day. Every day, we got a show dedicated to making sure that we throw out our ancestors' names every day, and I get excited just thinking about it. And even when I'm sick, I got to get up, and I know I got to get up, because that's what that's why I brought up Dr. Dolly, because Dr. Dolly called me, and he said, I got to get up at 4:30. I said, I got to get up like at 3:30, or at least act like I'm getting up at 3:30. As y'all see, I was late again this morning. But anyway, I got to get up too. He said, why? I said, get up. I got to do my show. And I said, I have to get up and pull for my ancestors. I have to. You know what I'm saying? I have to. You know? I'm sitting up here like, yo. So anyway, here's what it is. So we move to our personal ancestors. We lift up our glass, and of course we salute them. And I'm going to go as far as I can by memory. Take my breath. No, still feel kind of funny, but I think I'm going to be able to make it through the day. Plus, I be missing my adventure, man. I come home and I got straight work. I get worked around the Ujamaa house. You know what I'm saying? I'm laying down with the covers over my head, and my wife talking to me about a duty. You know what I'm saying? And please remember, family, those of you that are new to relationships, remember it's a duty, right? It's a duty. It's the duty aspect of it that keep you in there, not the love, because sometimes you just don't love them. You be like, damn. It's the duty, right? And every now and then that love feeling get kindled up. You know what I'm saying? And you remember, right? But it's about that duty. Just like with the adventure. You know what I'm saying? It's a duty. I got to do it. It's just like, this. It's a duty, right? So those things that we love, because people are like, find what it is you love and do what you love, and you never work a day in your life. Find what it is that you love and something that you want to dedicate yourself to, and develop and develop a duty mind state. It's a duty. You know what I'm saying? This is a duty. You know what I'm saying? It's not a burden. It's a duty. It's something that I'm holding myself responsible for, and I'm building up so that I will be able to pass it on to somebody in the next generation or in the generation below me to be able to do this. And what I want to do is build it to a point where the next person that sits in this seat, this is what they're going to have to do. They don't have to go to another adventure. This is their adventure. Them gathering news, them doing other things and having nice talking points is going to be part of what they do. You know what I'm saying? So I'm laying it down. I'm building it up. This is why I'm constantly thinking, how can I take this to where it needs to be? Right? So anyway, take that breath. Miles Brown, Miss Ann, Robert and Texas, and Davis, Herman Brown, Senior, Rosalie, Tilly, Georgia, William Walter, Christopher, Fanny, Gaston, Eileen, Uncle Chris, Fiend, Cleveland, Geneva, Brown, Margaret Ellis, Watch Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvar Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twigs, Watch Ellis, Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tevin, John Falar, Montague Pittman, El Nomo, Exa Pet Mont, Rob Malika Fakur, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamayo, the Farmer, Elder Billy Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofor, Hector Jr., J. Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Derek L. Pulliam, the Luxor Brother, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Miss Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janet Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walt Smith, Rich Trigg, Frank Johnson, May Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Dane Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Renneman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Kevin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Dale Hodge, Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clayburg, B.D. Sell, Well, Vita Farmer, Ago Sosu, Cheryl Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn Theodore Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Nada Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary, Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther, Keisha LaReese, Linda Watson, Hammonds, Gerald Giles Watson, Spell, Slimmy, Selva Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Percy Moore, Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bolton, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Heather Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Moss, Sophia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quills, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quills, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Danny Jones, Henry Royal, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Haley Levester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martinero, Don Mattel Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs, the second Phoenix Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carlos Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Delaney Monez, Gina Ruth Jones, Janet Callahan. We have William Walter West, Nigel Perez, Elder Basiji Falani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Denise Waters, DeFridas Hines, Inez Bostic, Anna Bostic, Winifred, Scatterberry, Wilson Haley, Emma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spradley, Karen Spradley, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee, Print Up Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Candy, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Mark Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Samuel Evans Sr., Nayland Blair, Senior, Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingles, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingles, Archie Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gaston, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Kathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Bookie, also known as Gypsy. We got Reverend Roosevelt Word the First, Stacey Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Urban, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkerson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doe, Amina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Gleavis, Lee Irby, Tom Irby, Voy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Jeans Evans, Archie Beck, Anna Patricia Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Harriet Tubman McKay, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino Baby Hatch, Chad Sr., Melly Miller, Housie Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Ags Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Dorito Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, I was on the road. All right. So I'm going to go to Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford, Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Hairston, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heap Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Albert Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson. I missed something. Hold on. It is Maddie and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Cooper, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, Willie Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Harrison, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Albert Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Erton Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome. Where we at? Jerome Alls, Henry West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, and Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Bond, John Dewey, Ruth Beer, Tim Butler, Raymond Laura Newton, J.P. Froggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, A.J. Brownlee Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Captain Sanders, Mila Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irving, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruben Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Irvin, Harun Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Irvin Sr., Michael Irvin, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robert Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rayshawn Easley, Javon McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekel Maha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Lois Fernandez, Jack and the Brothers, Reginald Albert, Benjamin Coper, George Swan, Emmanuel Gracie, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlie Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. We have Jordan Giles, James Carswell, Roberta Adams, also known as Our Sis. We got Albert Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, Jane, Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shane Lewis, Ronald Shelton Jr., Damian Top, Westina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cundiff, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Riggins, Jamonte, Marcus Press, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McKill, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quay Sample, Candace Simmons, Summer Clayton, Leonard Jones, Sade Garner, Milton Scott Sr., the Clarence Lump, Elizabeth Johnson, Mr. Dorn Johanna, Deshaun Lynette Lewis, Anderson Mosley, Charles Jordan, Henry S. II, Fannie L. Webb, Dan Walton, Al T. Sue Walton, Emma Walton, James Randolph Giles, Sonny, Pete Walton, William Walton, Fred Powers, Elijah Juan Hakeem, and Como, Alberta T. Davis, Charles Davis, Willie R. Mackey, also known as Dr. Cream Mackey, Victor Bowden, Drusilla Kitty Berger, Lucy White, Robert Lee White, Imogene White, Talton, Roger White, R.L. White, Jesse White, Ruby Jewel White, Jessica Carl White, Desi Woods, T.L.R. Woods, Lennox, Jim Woods, Lizzie Woods, Juanita Alexander Brown, Cynthia Ann Wright, Richard Dorsey, Annie Simpson, Jamal Simpson, Regina Hopkins, Joseph Simpson, Eddie Dorsey, Eleanor Hopkins, Edward Wester, Alice Wester, Ivy Wester, Arnella Willis, Ethel Lane, Samantha DeMond, Ethel Marshall, Steve Dougie Shelton, William Bell Walker, Carl Regal Johnson, Kim Grace, Stuart A. Johnson, Edward Young III, Isaac Jackson Sr., Drusilla Merle, Wayne Young, Christina Young, Thomas Young, Frank Merle, Sylvester Foster, James Lizzie Winston, neighbor Julia Lawrence, Ozell Letters, Sean Glass, Corporal, Ozell Letters Jr., Geneva Jackson, R.J. Lacey, also known as Tooth the Don, Sable Winston, Chris Kinney, Margaret Mentor. We got Mary Smith, Juanette Florine, Stith Gibb, Carl William Duncan Jr., Jenny Callahan, Danny Hill, Miko D. Nice, Andre Martin, Mabel Williams, Terry Brown, Teresa Biddle, Lavonna Kincaid, Carla Sawyer, Reverend Jesse Porter, Deacon Ezekiel Dennis, Brenda Porter, Craig Lee Jones, Granny Beulah, Papa Al Reese, Lynette Smith, George Gamble Sr., Joseph Gill, LaShonda Jamar, Leroy Raleigh, Mona, Yolanda Hunter, Yvonne Patrice Turner, Herman Reeves, Amanda Reeves, Josh Reeves, Lena Kate, Pam Johnson, Vera and Reed Fisher, Jerry Justin McCallum, also known as Mama Moon, Sheila Ann Lee, Panchita Alba, Donna Brooks, Barbara Moses, out of Spade, Eric Branson, Eric Winston, Darren Bridges, Francisco Matisse, also known as Sonny Charles Stevenson Jr., King Pleasant, Sarah Keat, Lena Shepard, Brett L. Woodland, Mabel Haskins, Wilbur Shepard, Dennis Jackson, William Haskins, Geraldine Jackson, Henry Jackson Sr., Edward Jones, Leslie Travis, Charlize Barnes, DeJuan Lewis Taylor, Madeline Yates, June Dandridge, Daisy Woolfolk, Frederick Smith, James Amanda Baldwin, Linda Williams, Sally Williams, Vivian Stevenson, Irene Harris, Kelly Williams, Abu Scales, Pat Williams, Mrs. Bertha Walker, Tony Ogletrue, Grandma Marguerite, Tracy Emery, Hassan Abdur Razak, and we got Vivian Johnson. Family. We have done it again. We lift up our glass. We salute each and every last one of our ancestors. And usual, we say, Ashe. From there, family, we move on to the principle of the day. This moment, we move into this moment. The principle of the day is Ujamaa. I ask you every day, family, open up your reticular formation. Seek out Ujamaa. It's out there, right? It's out there. It's out there. It's on you. So what you gonna do, right? You got to find it, family. Is out there. And it's also in you. All these principles start from inside of us. They start. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if you want to learn with a collective, get all of your personalities together because it's different. It's different yous. You might not recognize it, but ask your friend or ask your sister. There's different yous. You know what I'm saying? You want to work with a collective, start with the collective of self, goddammit. You got 5 parts of your being that you need to get to work together. You got all of your different personalities. Some of us got more than others. You know what I'm saying? You want to talk about unity? Unify them motherfuckers, right? Very simple. The principles start within you. So you're going to look for Ujamaa in yourself, and then also you're going to look for it out in the world, right? We have to start practicing looking up our principles, especially so that we can start taking advantage of our moments. We have decided to change the name of the days. Why? Because every time we say one of our principles, we think culturally, and we start training ourselves to start seeing the world through our lens, as Brother Greg Carr would call it, seeing the world through an Africana lens, right? With us at the center, rather than everybody else. So right now, family, we are on Ujamaa. And I know a lot of y'all like, what is he talking about? And I want to give all of the Ujamaa babies a round of applause. Right? Shouts out to all the Ujamaa babies. And those is like, well, I find out when I was born. You know what I'm saying? How do I know which principle I was born on? Family, it's a very simple step. All you gotta do is go to the e-course. It's free. FreeGNJEcourse.com. I can't give you no more value to that. It's free. All it takes is a little bit of time. Ain't even an hour video. Y'all know I run my mouth. So all you got to do is go eat the meat, leave the bone, eat the fruit, leave the seeds. That's it. Just go and check out the video. It'll put you on the email list so that when I'm going live, I can let you know, because the goal is not, because we can't leave our destiny. We can't leave our message in the hands of these other platforms. We got to start taking control of it. And speaking of that, Dentista, the hell wrong with my site? Get the Tista on the phone, Anime. We gotta talk to dentistas. I don't know. I'm sitting up here like, oh man. All right, for those, we going in my It series, or I'm Thinking series, we're gonna start covering the Players Pyramid. We're gonna start at least, skimming the surface. Ujamaa used Nguza Saba. So be on the lookout for that. I just got done taping the 1-minute episode about Imani. So, that'll be flowing out. And of course, I'll post it up on Ujamaa Journey and all our platforms, especially TikTok. But anyway, so we lift up our glass for this present moment and the power in this moment. And also in this moment, for those that don't speak the language, Ujamaa means cooperative economics. The meiotic principle for the day is reciprocity, which is very important. And maybe when I get on my fast and had a time off and we got time to really conversate, we'll talk about each one of these days and the power behind with these principles, right? And the ideas behind these principles. So we got reciprocity. We teach the young people in them 7 gratitude. We got the color green. Polarity is the hermetic law. Male name for the day is Kwaku. No, my fault. I don't know what I was thinking. Male name for the day is Ya. Female name is Ya. You get your own Green Daily Toaster shirt. They are now available on our Facebook page. Click it and it'll take you to the site where you go and get your own Daily Toaster shirt. If you got other stuff you want to look for, you just go to the store. We got all types of stuff, right? Hoodies and all that. But Daily Toaster. I'm focusing on the shirts, the long sleeve shirts. And when it start getting hot, I'm gonna get me a whole slew of the short sleeves. Matter of fact, I need to order that too. Damn. Everything costs money. But anyway, we raise our glass up and commit that we're up to 9 aspects of self. Wow. 9? Damn, Kwame. 9? That's a gang. So some of us got roving gangs of parts of ourselves just running out here. Talking about, I want to unify the community. We ain't unified ourselves. We got a lot of work to do, family. You got to all these principles, right? All of them. I want you to think about the depth of a concept of cooperative economics, right? And you're trying to cooperate with a group of people, but you haven't started cooperating and pulling your personal resources together. You haven't lined up, as we call it, the 5 parts of being. You haven't lined up yourself in the principles. You haven't lined up your principles. You haven't lined up and got everything working in you right. So then you wonder why shit is not flowing for you, right? Or for us. All right, so it's work. You know what I'm saying? This is not easy. And if it was easy, it wouldn't be worth doing, would it? Right? So we raise our glass to the moment right now. We lift up our glass. We salute this moment. And we say, because we recognize the power in the moment, we say, Ashe. All right. Thank you, Anna. Hey, baby. I know. All right. We lift up our glass and we salute our future. We toast our children's children on to infinity. You know what I'm saying? We toast them in advance. Because we're going to make sure they got the space and time to do what they need to do. And in some cases, what they want to do. We lift up our glass and we say, Ashe. From there, we move to all of our relations. We lift up our glass and we say, Ashe. From there, where do we go? We're going to lift up our glass for all those who are in need of the energy that we generate on a daily basis. We want to send out the energy to our friends and our families and all those in our extended families. We want to send out that energy to those that need healing, those who are grieving, those who feel that, they're lost. We want to send out that beacon, that balanced energy to help bring them to where they need to be. We lift up our glass and we say, Ashe. Mommy said, a baseball team of sales. We lift up our glass and we raise our glass, and this is that selfish toast, family. This is for you. Those of you out there doing that work. We lift up our glass and we salute and we call and I always ask you, what is it that you need right now to move one step closer to the greater you? What do you need to move towards your greatness? In this moment, we lift up our glass and we say, Ashe. We raise up our glass, family. We move from there and we move to that tribal toast. We lift up our tribes, right? What is a tribe? A tribe is your accountability group. So I know it's going, because there's a lot of chatter coming about, this tribal thing. We're very tribal in America and blah, 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 blah. We have been tribal since the beginning of time. The only ones that have lost the concept of tribe are the people at the bottom of the social structure of the United States of America, and that's us. Because we are the only ones that believe that life is an individual sport. Family, it is not. It is a team sport. It's a team sport. I'm just letting you know. Wealth is a team sport. Business is a team sport. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, let me just break this down for you, and I want y'all to think about this. What is a business other than a tribe? The legal designation for a tribe in America is a business, an LLC, right? Or a corporation. It is, and what do they talk about when you go to these companies? Talk about the culture of our company. All right? Wait, hold on. Y'all talking about culture? That's tribe. Right? You know, brother, I'm old. I'm old. Don't worry about it. I don't know what I'm talking about. So I lift up my glass to my tribe. My tribe is Ujamaa. I don't know what your tribe is, but you know, you can make your tribe Ujamaa too. We could reach up to 150. Well, actually 149, then we gotta do something, you know. But anyway, we lift up our glass and we say, Ashe. And last but not least, I want to lift up my glass. I want to toast the most beautiful, most powerful, most uplifting, most inspiring, the wisest, and the bravest individual in the room. I lift my glass up to you. I toast you. We say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, I wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years. Oh, and I heard Miss Bree had her baby. What? I mean, that's, you know, that's family. But anyway, let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. All right. So I constantly be talking about this e-course. You know, so I'm going to take y'all so that y'all can see. That's what we going to do right now. Right? So, when you go to freegnjecourse.com, it'll bring you over to this page. And it basically lists out all of the 7-day, it's a 7-day video e-course. I need you to understand that. So you're not gonna get it all at once. It's gonna come to your emails, and you might have to go into your spam bucket and pull it out. Be like, nah, this is not spam. This is from GNJ.me. This is from Ujamaa Journey. This is from my tribe. This is from the people that teach me how to build a tribe. But day 1, we talk about unleashing the power of the Nguzo Saba using the Players Pyramid. So we talk about it just a little bit, right? Day 2, understanding how to use folktales, myths, and legends. We talk about the concept of folktales for grown folks, how to extract the information and the wisdom in the folktales, in the myths, and the legends, understanding that it's deeper than just sitting around the fire and telling a story, even though it is just that simple. Sitting around telling stories. Not only being able to invest ourselves in the stories of others, but being able to invest ourselves in our stories and the stories of those that are closest to us, and to start understanding why it's important for us to get other people's stories. Why? Because the stories can prevent us from making dumb decisions. The stories can help us move ourselves to a different point in life. The stories can help move us to success, or at least know what to look out for when failure comes. Or how to deal with failure, how to deal with loss, how else do we know how to do it as humans if we don't pass it down? The one thing that makes humanity, wow, I don't like that wire sitting up in there like that. Get your butt over there. The one thing that we pull on as human beings is our memory. And what stories allow us to do is to increase the capacity of my memory, or it makes it possible for me to learn something without direct experience, right? So if I had to learn how to kill a water buffalo, the best way for me to learn how to kill a water buffalo is from somebody who killed the water buffalo, because if I do it wrong, it could be fatal. so I can learn from his stories and his or her experience on how to do it. Many of us go out here and just feel that we need to get as much experience as possible, and that's a beautiful thing. I have no qualms with you. But if you could get it through the stories, it makes it better. What do you think a university is? A university is a place where people's stories or their research is stored. And people and each generation come to that university and leave something there. Of course, if you're an undergraduate, you don't usually leave nothing there. You just get something from it. But as you start moving to the master program and the PhD program, you have a responsibility to deposit some information and possibly some wisdom into that organism for future posterity, for future members of that tribe. Come on now. I'm not playing with this. I'm true to this, right? So understanding how to use folk tales, myths, and legends is more than just being able to tell stories. It's beautiful to be a great storyteller, but I know plenty of people that could tell a good story, but don't learn shit from them. Come on now. Day 3, wisdom mining, tribal quotes. We talk about tribal quotes. We talk about the proverbs. The proverbs and the sayings that our ancestors left and how to do the same thing we do. Because with folktales, myths, legends, and proverbs, we have to do something called wisdom mining. This means we got to put on our thinking cap, our work clothes. We have to prepare our mind for that mental warfare. That mental warfare. Where we have to go in and wrestle and pull out the ideas that our ancestors was trying to leave us. Right? Day 4, we talk about the power of libations, is which what we do here. We gather here to do the daily toast, you know what I'm saying? So how to, basically set up some form of ritual. And libations is an example of that. Pulling it all together. Warrior's Handbook to Life Journey. Where's my Warrior Handbook? I had it up here. It's gone. One of the kids. Okay, all right, here you go right here. Warrior Handbook to Life Journey. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Pulling it all together. You know what I'm saying? That was quick. That's right here. But you get, all this stuff, right? We talk a little bit about that. Power meditation. You know what I'm saying? Talk about meditation and how to incorporate that. Then we also talk about the 2-2 self-help process and the 21-day Nguzo Saba challenge. 2-2 self-help process basically talks about taking some time during every day to work towards developing you and your community. 2-2-4, at least 2 hours. Building up to at least 2 hours. Because once you make it to 2 hours, family, and people don't hear me, once you make it to 2 hours a day, something will start happening to you and to the world around you, right? Be slow at first. Trust me. Slow. It can be slow for a very long time. But when it hits, And then we're going to talk about the 21-day Nguzo Saba challenge, which I really don't want to touch on right now because I'm about to start one of my 21-day challenges. And one of mine is the fast. And it's coming on me rapidly. So, all right. So that's enough of that. So let's go on over here and let's go and look at some of these, some of this news. Just a little bit of this news. Let's read. The yacht trafficked it, right? The yacht trafficked enslaved Africans long after the slave trade was abolished. This is from the Smithsonian Magazine. And, we got a show tonight, so maybe we'll come back and we'll read this because I'm running behind. New exhibition in Louisiana details the story of the Wanderer. Uh-oh, they trying to sell us something. No, we don't want it. I don't want to sign up. The Wanderer, the penultimate ship to illegally transport enslaved people into the U.S. So here we go. You look like somebody I know. Me? Yeah, you look like somebody I know. Go on, I'm on my show, girl. They got walkie-talkies last night. I don't know what's going on with that. So we're going to go and check that out. Maybe we'll check that out a little bit tonight if I'm able to do the show. No guarantees. Let's move on. Let's go on. All right, Solid State. Ford is betting that solid state batteries will cut EV costs. So they're going to be moving to solid state batteries. It's happening fast, family. It's happening fast. So you need to be paying attention, because with the change of batteries, things are going to get cheaper, and eventually we're going to be moving a lot of our houses, except for the heat. I'm always going to have some form of gas heat in my house. I got to figure that out. We got to figure that out. But, everything else, the energy prices, because with the batteries, you are going to be able to generate power and use it throughout your house, especially with the advancement of this battery technology. And let me tell y'all something. One of the major things that have pushed humanity forward is the search for energy. And I don't know, a lot of people are like, that ain't true. Well, food is energy. Heat is energy. Light is based on energy. Transportation and transporting goods is based on energy. To farm, it takes energy. Energy, right, is something that in some form or fashion we need to start looking into, or getting our young people to look into the storage of energy, the transportation of energy, the utilization of energy, the creation of energy, right? Or the because a lot of times it's not even creating energy. Energy cannot be created, destroyed. It only can be transformed. So we need to be able to transform one material into energy. And we need to get our young people looking into this, exploring this, because that brings us to this next story. They're getting close to a power that could fuel the world or burn it to a crisp. Which do you think they will pick? Look inside the lab where scientists are recreating the energy of the sun to produce nearly unlimited clean energy. They are approaching it very fastly, right? And right now, while they're figuring this out, we already know that some of them is behind the scenes figuring out how to blow up the world. I can't understand it. But anyway, one of the things that's going to shut down a lot of issues, or possibly could, is that if we are able to generate enough energy, then people, we could cut down the need for people to really go to war, because it's about resources, and these resources lead to energy, or lead to something that produces energy. So we got an endless energy source that produces basically free and clean energy. We could extract all the water that we need, you know what I'm saying, and we could clean up a lot of the pollution. It'll change the world. So I think we need to be in on that. If you want to call it a hustle, we need to be in on that. If you want to get yourself a Daily Toaster shirt, or get yourself a day born, today is Ujamaa, right? You click on it and be like, ooh, I like that. You go to the checkout, be like, I just don't like that green. So you go on here and be like, okay, cool. You're going to change the green. There you go. I like that green a little bit better. No, I don't like that green that much. Let's go over here. I like kiwi green. You know what I'm saying? I just asked to keep it green, but it's your shirt. Do what you want. Ujamaa Day is green. I don't want you out here confusing the family. You know what I'm saying? Because that, in many cases, that ain't even hard. But anyway, let's keep it moving. No insults, Brother Hatim. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. All right. The proverb of the day. This one went up yesterday. You can go and see it if you want. I posted it up on I figured out how to start posting stuff up on YouTube. Now, I did this one in a different fashion, and I think I know what I need to do, because I want to make it as easy as possible. But here you go. You can check out the proverb of the day.
It's the proverb of the day. The proverb of the day. The proverb of the day. Family, how are you doing this great morning? I'm loving the comments. Thank you. I'm going to get back. I'm trying to get at every last one of them. So go on and post up. But yo, proverb of the day. Whether the knife fall on the melon or the melon falls on the knife, the melon always suffers. What does it mean to you? Great day. Be sure to check out our e-course. Let's go deeper with this, family. Let's get to learning.
building and doing other incredible. All right. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Let's see. All right. All right. I also throw up a folk tale of the day. I also throw up, you can go and check out Shepherd Boy and the Wolf Boy. That's also called The Boy Who Cried Wolf. You go and check it out. Here go a TikTok where they are building a house. Now, I want to show this one because this is some technology we also need to look at. Now, check this out. 3D printed houses.
This is the first house to be 3D printed from raw earth. They call the process Tekla, which stands for technology and clay. It's sustainable and zero waste as it doesn't need any materials to be transported to this site since it uses local soil. This should also greatly reduce construction costs. It only took 200 hours for multiple printers to construct the 650 square foot house. The soil material used helps with insulation and ventilation, while the shape and the external ridges also enable the structural balance of the house. This is the first house to be 3D printed from...
Now, y'all heard it here, right? Y'all heard it here. I'm just saying, check it out, family. Check it out. 3D printed houses. The equipment is out there. You know what I'm saying? Of course, it's super expensive now, but the prices start going down. We are going to be able to build entire communities using clay. I know people are like, I don't want no clay house. You know what I'm saying? But you live in wood and brick right now. What the hell do you think cement is? Cement is dry mud. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like I said, but it's something that is definitely doable, something that we can actually get. All we need is to get the land with the right type of soil so that we can start producing. I mean, it's just incredible the shit that the future may present for us, but we have to prepare ourselves and place ourselves in a space where we are able to get it, where we're able to afford some of the stuff, because like at first, especially if the prices are high at first, because the prices can be possibly high, right? But the beautiful thing about that is if we are building here, and like for example, we pushing off t-shirts and we pushing off ebooks and e-courses and we got supporters, we as a group will be able to purchase stuff like that and really start making homes for some people, right? Whether we're talking about getting a place and building a home for homeless or building a home for ourselves. Affordable homes. They said it took 200 hours with 2 machines to build this damn thing. It took somebody to go and dig up that dirt. It took somebody to go and get the design and make sure that the machine is doing it. Come on, family. This is something that's very doable. Not even hard. Not even hard. You set it up. You set it up and almost forget it. All right, here go. True proverb of the day. This one is kind of funny. Don't want to offend nobody, but I just was going through TikTok.
Some of you blame men for coming quick. Don't you know that when the road is smooth, you reach your destination quickly?
Proverb.
Some of you blame men for coming quick. Don't you know that when the road is smooth, you reach your destination quickly?
Proverb. Yeah. I saw that one. I had to do something with that one. We got another proverb of the day. Chauvin juror participating in 2020 march on Washington is it grounds for appeal? So Chauvin is trying to appeal because black juror, blah, blah, blah. We know the bitchcraft is afoot. It's happening, family. It's going to happen. Something crazy is going to happen. So I just wanted to get y'all ready. I'm not going to read it right now. Reinforce it with nanotechnology, and it can withstand all hood-like attack. That's right. But now this is the issue. If we are able to build those type of homes, right, at a reasonable cost, we don't have to build them necessarily in the hood. We could create a neighborhood, you know what I'm saying, on some land that we purchase, and the price will be cheap enough for an individual to actually commute to the city. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't have to stay in these designated hoods. All we need to do is get the land and be able to have the materials to make it. Or we could just take some of these over. But I don't know how good this soil is. If this soil is good enough but I'm quite sure we could work something out. Let's look at the business tax hustle and talk about what is really going on. Buffett, it's corporate fiction to say higher business taxes hurt customers, right? These are these companies talking this shit, and I find it so hard to believe. Well, actually, I don't. But I'm just amazed at the stupidity of some people, right? Because it's like, if you increase the taxes, the business is gonna raise the price. Now that shit is very true if you only got one business to pick from. But because we have very few monopolies here, we got a few monopolies, right? But because we have very few monopolies, if Giant Eagle want to pass this cost on to us, you know what I'm saying, we go to Kroger's. If Kroger's want to pass this price on to us, we go to Aldi's. You understand what I'm saying? Somebody in that circle within competition is going to be like, well, we might need to build up our customer base and to build this loyalty piece. We're gonna swallow this. Good business will not pass on a minor cost or minor increase to its customers unless they don't have competition. I'm not even a businessman and I know this shit. You understand what I'm saying? It only you know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't you eat that shit if you got competition? Because if you're being hit by the tax, so is everybody else. So this means your profit margin fall. And then on top of that, we got these big companies, right, that make all this money and they report out quarterly and they report profits, right? And the shareholders become more important than the customer. When that shit happen? I'm just saying. Cool. All right, cool. We made this amount of. Why shareholders are important? They're customers too, or better yet, they're owners, right? But when you put the shareholders in front of the customer and in front of the service that you are running, you always lose. Anybody that want to extract more from the business at the expense of the quality of service or the quality of product of that business always lose in the end. So all those companies that want to raise their price because Biden is talking about higher tax costs didn't need to be in business any goddamn way. I'm just saying. It leaves more room for Ujamaa to get in and figure out, because once we figure out this hustle, you goddamn right. I'm trying to go for what? Okay, you know what I'm saying? All the business ideas are, let's throw some money. Let's come on. They slipping. Let's get them. You know what I'm saying? I want to, you know what I'm saying? One day, Brother Hatim want to be able to put a tweet out and make a digital currency fluctuate like your boy, what's his name? The one that ran Tesla, Elon Musk. You know what I'm saying? Just be joking and shit. Oh, I like Dookie Coin. Thumbs up to Dookie Coin. Just be joking, and next thing you know, the price of Dookie Coin go up. Like, oh shit, I was just joking. But hell, since everybody getting into it, let me buy some and sell it before, why it's going up. Sell it and, pump it down. That's what that, Please don't get caught up in those pump and dump, family. We invest here for the long term. And if you are doing swing investing or day trading, family, don't use your whole goddamn portfolio. I mean, you take risks with 10 to 20%. Other than that, the other shit, you got it in places that you know are going to make money at a steady rate, and you could gamble with 10 to 20%. All right? Come on now. Keep it cute, because, that's what I got to teach Clay. That's the next lesson. Algebra of Wealth. And this is from No Mercy, No Malice by Professor G, also known as Professor Galloway. Go and check out that article. He always is very entertaining. Stars that race through space at literally the speed of light. I just can't. I try to imagine that shit. I mean, I know that our sun is moving through space, but I could not imagine a drunken star just being out there. You know what I'm saying? That we have, that the universe or that our galaxy may have the same issues that we have in the city with drunken drivers. You got drunken stars just speeding across the spaceway. I'm just trying to imagine that shit. I mean, how, you know, we kind of blessed. Because it's stars out here floating around at the speed of light, running shit over. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. And this is for my Ujamaa scientist, the human genome at 20. How biology most hype breakthroughs led to an anticlimax and arrest. And check it out. And then you find out that our genome is less complicated than an onion. This shit is crazy. You be like, oh my God, we got, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's less complicated than a flea. The shit is crazy, right? But go and check it out. Read it for yourself. Don't believe a word Brother Hatim say, because I be lying sometime. I might be lying, but go and fact check me and see if an onion is more complicated than you. You know what I'm saying? You know, you kind of use that sometimes. Well, you know, my genome I'm not as complicated as an onion. And shit.
Raw Earth. They call the process Tekla.
All right, but I'm gone, family. Y'all gonna have a great and marvelous day. Let me go and get these girls over here to their school, and I can get started with my adventure. We out. Woo, man.